space. You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. 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 I got too many plays. I don't even play. Out of my way. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way.
All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way.
Don't make me work, you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning this in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Gotta get kicked out and get your hands in it. Gotta pull the thorns out and love the pain. Feeling the draw. Now if your crown ain't bad and your halo ain't crooked yet, you might as well be 6 feet in dirt yet. Some call it danger, some call it trouble. I call it digging deep without a shovel. To get dirty, gotta get a little mud on your the way you kick the dust, you can't get dirty till you get a little mud on you.
Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check, hurt.
A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw. Goldberg. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
But a tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Goldberg. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Jalen Lane deep for Washington. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A first carry for Rashad White. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. If you look at this Cowboy defense, they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a give up the middle. This is White fighting through. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Let's go now. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get it down here to the 43. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Elijah Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders 7, Cowboys nothing.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
They're on the 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Lightning 18.
Looking to throw. Goldberg. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Pressure gets there, and he goes down. Now, there's also a flag, but this might be on the offense anyway.
Ready.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Opting to run again here with White. Doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big run there, 29 yards in the 1st.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70.
White is in. Touchdown, Commanders. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great start.
And it's blocked. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd down and 1.
Here we go, set.
They run the counter. It's Little.
And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, Little. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Lamb in motion left.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
At the 45-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Tight. No ball.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. $13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Back to throw. Goldberg. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Goldberg. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Goldberg.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Three straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Outright, he finds Tolbert. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Back to throw again. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Goldberg. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Spike, and he faked it. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down. Positive. Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Get it! 70 Timberwolves.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense has come up with it. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Following the fumble recovery, Goldberg to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
Back to throw. Goldberg. Over the middle, complete. It's Little. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Goldberg. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Tolbert from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are back within a score. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Play action, now it's Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Let's go.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Dragon, 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Goldberg. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. the middle. It's Little. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Go.
Back to throw. Goldberg. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like
the Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now 2nd and 3.
Come on.
Now Daniels. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Daniels looking to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. To the air goes Daniels. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Operating from the gun, Goldberg. Going right back to Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Goldberg. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
Looking to throw. Goldberg. Open middle downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
At the 60. At the 60. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Back to throw. Goldberg. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson from the left hash mark. This a 43-yard attempt. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
They're on 21-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Get it!
First down, here's White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Running out of the gun with White. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 33 yards. And the Commanders have retaken a third-quarter lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move.
Let's go now.
So when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take it into the end zone. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Goldberg. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Looking to throw. Goldberg. He finds his man. Complete. That's Little. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Initiating from the gun. Goldberg. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. From the gun on 3rd down, Goldberg. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
70 Lions.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open book beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Washington!
Elijah Moore
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gay is on for the point after. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this one over the back line of the end zone, where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Back to throw now on 1st down. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Pickens going in motion left.
Operating from the gun. Winters.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18, right here.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Drops it to Blue, complete. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, Winters. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. And they're not getting line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Commanders' 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They run straight ahead here with White. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Gay's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum for the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Winters. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. Well, he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Now, loose football. The ball comes out. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself. But it was 4th down, and the possession changes. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
60 Bison.
They'll go up the middle with White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Well, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Daniels going to try to sneak. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Here's White.
A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Ready.
White is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive.
Here in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. We'll get this to about the 38.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Commanders, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.